up? It's your girl ShaynaMonét, but you can call me Shay. And I'm back with another video with a special guest. I have Keandra Monae, founder and CEO of Couture. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. So if you would like to know more about Keandra Monae, keep on watching. When did you get into fashion and open your own online boutique?
Well, it kind of just came from, I just like to dress up. And I'm one of those type of people, like when I dress up, everyone's like, oh, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? And then my go-getter, hustler mentality was just like, I would rather tell them that it came from me than to send someone somewhere else. And like, I feel like if I send someone somewhere else and then you're dealing with someone who's not professional or someone who's not, you know, about their brand and only chasing the dollar, right, then, you know, that's kind of, that falls back on you. Like, you sent me up there, you know, so I kind of just wanted to do my own thing. And I just took a leap. And here I am.
Okay. So growing up, did you always want to be in the fashion industry or?
No. Honestly, I was a tomboy.
Oh, wow.
I got scars to prove it. I did the whole ponytail with the blue jeans and the t-shirt and the tennis shoes. Like, I was a tomboy, like, seriously, to heart. But when I moved to Dallas when I was 16, I'm originally from Temple, Texas. I moved to Dallas when I was 16, and when I went, I was in 9th grade. But every girl in school was like, hair done, nails done, heels already. And I'm just like, ooh, I don't fit in here. Because, you know, when you come in, you already like, there's a new girl, there's a new girl. Right. And I didn't want to be like, so I just jumped head first. Like, okay, let me go to the store, get me some heels. And I barely can walk in them, but we gonna learn. And I just, well, you couldn't tell me nothing, but looking back at some of my outfits, I thought I was fly. I was putting things together, you know, the color coordination and all of that. But, oh, somebody should just tell me, girl, stop. But it kind of stemmed from that, just starting to dress up there. And over time, I just gradually got better with dressing up. And then, you know, it became a theme for me.
Right. Back then, what did you want to be? What did you thought that you were going to be when you grew up?
I had a little acting in me. You know, I know the words to every movie. To this day, I can watch a movie one time, listen to a song one time, and I know the words. But I kind of wanted to do that, and then English. Like, I originally went to school for journalism. I was the editor of the high school paper, and then I went to college for journalism, and then I ended up changing to sociology, and then I eventually ended up not even going to school anymore. When I went back, I went for business. So I would honestly say, like, in the beginning, it was either acting or writing. I really wanted to write, and I'm still going to write.
Okay, so make sure y'all look out for that. You know. So what motivates you to keep going?
Whew. So honestly, I started it, so I'm gonna finish it. Right. I quit. I take a step back a lot. In the past, I did. I'm trying my best to like not do that anymore, but that's kind of me being overwhelmed because I'm good at hair, I'm good at makeup, I'm good at a lot of things. So before I had a tendency to like try to do everything at one time, which is really bad. Don't do that. And I would get overwhelmed, so I would kind of like take a step back. But like every time I take a step back, I think about like, okay, so now what? Like you've created a logo, you have an LLC, you know, you have all these people that like steal in your inbox and you're not checking your inbox. Like, Keandra, can you give me this? Keandra, can you give me that? Or do you have this? And I'm just like, I still have to finish what I started. And then the main thing is kind of part of the reason why I want to write my book is I had a $10,000 investment from a friend, and it was like, you don't have to give me anything back. Of course, we put it on paper, but he was like, okay, if in the first 5 years, if you don't make money, you know, the contract only lasts 5 years. He was like, I'm not gonna not put this on paper because you could be a millionaire like next year, and I expect you to, you know, give me something. But other than that, he was just like, I really just want to see you succeed, and like literally open a bank account, put $10,000 in my bank account. And like I said, as far as why this has to do with the book is like a lot of people rush into things. Like, I didn't blow any money, I didn't buy anything frivolous or anything, but I'm talking about I had like 960 sheets of tissue paper, I had boxes, I had scales, I had my first trip to the fashion district. I spent $3,000 in the summertime. So every piece of clothing that I had was summer. Not thinking like in a couple months it's gonna be another season, you know. So I spent a lot of money doing that, and then like doing that, like, come on, $10,000. Who just giving somebody $10,000? And like I spent a lot of money in this, and I'm just like, I can't quit. And it's like, you got, if you want it, you start it, you can finish it. You just have to keep going. So I just tell myself that every day. Like I have, as you can see over there, I have my whole manifesting quotes, and everything is quotes, because I have to like motivate myself. Like they always say, like, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I'm always the smartest person in the room. And so who's gonna motivate me?
Exactly.
So I have to literally motivate myself. Like I listen to like affirmations, I do all that type of stuff. So like that's how I keep going. Then not to mention I have a 3-year-old, and like I don't want him to inherit like, you know, bags and belts and shoes and stuff. Like I gotta leave him something. So that's part of the thing too.
Yeah. Well, that said, so I was watching an interview the other day of Angela Bassett, and she said she did Boys in the Hood first, and then she went on to do, you know, greater things, but she felt that Boys in the Hood wasn't her this is it moment. When do you feel that you would hit your this is it moment? Like when you get there, you're like, oh yeah, I made it.
Ooh, when I feel like I made it. Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so my main thing, I don't want, everyone's like, why you don't have a store? Why you don't have a store? And I'm just like, I don't want a physical location. I want something else. I'm gonna keep this to myself. But once I get where I want to go, like the goals that I set for myself, the goals that I've written down, like once I see like I'm making as much as I'm putting into something, because like right now, like a lot of small businesses don't make it past 2 years because of capital. And I made it to like June 15th of this year. I've been in business for 5 years.
Wow.
I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm here. So I'm already starting to feel like, okay, you know, now that's why I'm putting a lot of more time and energy into everything. I'm putting pressure on everything, because like, how long are you going to take to get there? So there is going to be a this is it moment for me, but to actually say, I have those moments really kind of every day. Like last week I sent off like 10 packages in a day, and I'm just like, what? You know, like, girl, you might be there, but I'm not. So I just, my this is it moment is like once I hit those goals I've written on paper, like I want to make this amount of money in a year, profit, not like, oh, I gotta go dip in that to do this. Like that's my profit. And you know, my main goal is brought to life, you know, to fruition and everything like that. Then I'll be able to sit back and be like, okay, you did that. You did it.
I see it. So if you could style any celebrity, who would it be?
Girls love Beyonce, like Drake said it. Girls love Beyonce, but that's big though. Like there's like just people along those lines, like Beyonce. You know, really just Beyonce, because Beyonce, she's like I idolize her for other reasons. For one, I came up in the Destiny's Child era, you know, from the Bills to like now look at her, you know, Homecoming with like all that type of stuff. Like I really idolize that, and like her and Jay-Z like have taught me a lot as far as like they don't do interviews, they don't do a lot of talking. It's like I'm not gonna address anything. I'm not gonna like, so it's hard to get in their world. So like if I could get Beyonce to be like, you know, I need you to, I'm coming. That's it. Beyonce, it has to be Beyonce.
And you never know, because one thing I had to learn that you never know who's watching. So you saying it, and then you might get that phone call and you like, Beyonce. But yeah, I agree. I think Beyonce would be dope.
Yeah, that's one of those like, now that, okay, back to that other question. I made it. That's that I made it moment. Like there it is. You styling Beyonce? Yeah, ain't no turning back from that. Like the price goes up, everything goes up, everything's bigger, everything like, I mean, I styled Beyonce. Okay? Yeah. That's the moment.
So some people feel that they should start or build their following before they start their business. What would you say about that?
Oh, can I get spiritual?
Go ahead.
Jesus only had 12 followers. You know what I mean? It's like people, who cares? Like you said, you never know who's watching. I could have 5 people watching, and Beyonce is one of those 5 people. It doesn't matter. That's where a lot of people go wrong. You're so focused on building your following, you're not putting a lot into your brand. I was like that. I mean, it was like just like to like now, like I've just now gotten to the point where it's like, okay, what about your SEOs? What about your conversions? What about your retargeting? What about your, you know, how you got your descriptions on your websites? Like, what about your packaging? Like, things like that is what's important to me now. I don't care who's watching it. And on my best days, are days I'm not paying attention to who's following me. It's like days where I'm so focused on this, and then I get that ching. I'm like, oh, you made 5. Ooh, you know, like, so don't focus on your following. Like, it does have its advantages. Right. Because you have some people who launch and like when they launch it's big because so many people were already like following them. But I mean, okay, a lot of people only follow you to a certain point, and once you make it too big, like I can't help her no more. I want that product, but if that might be her sale to make it to $1 million, and I don't want to be that. People really think like that. People are really like negative like that. So don't worry about your following. Just do it. Put your vision in front of you, have tunnel vision, and just go for it. Like, don't worry about who's following, because the followers gonna come. And I found that my biggest supporters are people who I don't know. You know, like once you first start, you're gonna think, oh, like I had one cousin with, I might be lying, but it's like 14 kids, and only 3 of those were boys. And they all really pretty girls and everything like that. So in my mind, when I started, I'm like, you know, I can have my cousin model this, I can have my other cousin do this, I put a lot of emphasis on my family and who could help me, because I knew what I had available in arm's reach. But, you know, it's not always the case. You know, like your people that's gonna support you, like the people that cheer me on the most are people who I don't know. So just focus on doing what you need to do for your brand, and the followers gonna come. Yeah. The followers gonna come.
And I feel sometimes when people have that high following and they feel that, okay, well, I have this high following, so I'm going to put it out there. A lot of the times they don't progress because of the fact that their mind is already on that high following, and they think just because these people follow you, they're going to support you.
Right? No, they're not. Because you can have 1 million followers, but only have 1,000 likes. You know what I mean? Like I can have 5,000 Facebook friends, but my pictures, like I might get 200 likes. You know what I mean? Like that's not like the worst thing. The worst thing you could do is put your success in the hands of the audience, because if they don't clap, you're gonna feel like you're losing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I clap for myself. Like I set goals, I check them off on the daily, and I'm like, oh yeah, I might, Mama, come here. My mama's so tired of me. I wake up like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Mom, come look at this. So, yeah, people will come, people will go. You just got to be prepared for that. Like, and don't let that be your, yeah, I'm going to do this. No, I'm not going to do this. Oh, they're not buying, so I'm not going to. No, push. Just keep pushing, because it's going to come eventually. And that's just that's how I am. And when I'm telling y'all something, I'm telling myself something, because, like I said, I have to talk to myself. So, you know, I'm not giving you any advice that I wouldn't give myself.
For someone watching this and wanting to start their own boutique or their own business in general, what one piece of advice would you give them?
One piece. Ooh, one piece. It basically goes back to like, know why. Know your why. Because your why is going to create your tunnel vision. Right. Your why is going to keep you going. Your why is going to be your fuel to wake up every day and do it, you know, and not stop. And once you get that why, like everything else kind of bounces off of that. Right. So you just got to know why. You know, why are you doing it? Like I said, if you're doing it for everybody else, you already lost. You have to have something in you that's like, I'm doing this because, and it can't be shaken. It can't be moved. It can't be like, you can't stop that just because or whatever might happen, because a lot of stuff is going to happen, you know, like you're going to take some L's. Like it's going to be some times where you're going to put more into it than you're getting back. But like, okay, your why is going to be like, okay, are you going to keep going or are you going to stop? Right. You know what I'm saying? So knowing why you're doing something will keep you going, I feel like. And like, just don't play with it. You can't play with it. Like, don't play with it, because it's not a game. It's not a game. You know, it might be fun, but it's not a game. Okay?
Right. So what makes you and your boutique stand out from the rest?
I'm more of a trendsetter than a trend follower. You know, a lot of the boutiques on Instagram are like, everybody got the same stuff. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, I got a little this, a little that might be trendy, but 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna really see what I have anywhere else. And I literally, like, I don't watch what anybody else is doing, but if I see something that someone else is doing, because of course stuff pops up on your Explore page, you know, and it's crazy because I'm still battling with, like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I'm kind of like, oh, you know, they can go get this from that boutique, that boutique, that boutique. I don't want it. You know what I mean? I mean, it might be trending, it might bring me money, but like, what sets me apart is the fact that you could come and get something from me that you can't get from them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, I try my best not to follow trends, because that's like one of the biggest things that irks me is like, okay, dang, I just saw this over there, and then she got this too, and it just makes it like, if you can go get it from them, then like, what, it's harder for you to come get it from me. Yeah. If you can go get it anywhere. Mm-hmm. But then if you have those pieces that set you apart, then that right there is like, okay, I'm gonna go see what she got, because I already see what they got. Let me go see what she got. So that kind of like, I feel like that's kind of what sets me apart, just being more of a trendsetter than a trend follower.
I think that's what gravitated me towards like your Instagram, because I don't like wearing stuff other people got. And as soon as I see that, I'll be like, dang, I want something to be like, where you get that from? That's nice. Right. So that's why I like your page and Controversy Couture, because it is different from a lot of the other boutiques that you do see. Right. So moving forward, what is something that we can expect from Keandra Monet or Controversy Couture?
I plan on tapping more into the wardrobe stylist side. Of course, you know, like, I want to do it locally, virtually. Like, it doesn't have to be from my brand. I like styling people. And I also want to get more into like helping people with branding and boutique building. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, I bought a $10,000 lesson, and I know that lesson is just because I didn't do the research. A lot of people are scared to ask for help and all of that. So I just kind of want to be like that go-to. So I want to start out with like, you know, a book, maybe like an ebook or something like that, and then get more into seminars and things like that. That way I can kind of be someone that people can lean on when they need to like ask a question, because you don't got to lose $10,000 you don't have to lose $10,000 to be successful. Like, I learned that I don't have to bump my head. Like, I can learn my lesson from watching somebody else bump their head. So I want to like show people the bruise from how I bump my head and kind of go from there. But that's kind of something that I want to do.
So at the end of all of my interviews, I do want to start asking a question, and it is, what is your color? So for me, my color is turquoise. I feel that turquoise makes me feel fierce, and then when I look at it, I feel that it's motivational. It makes me want to reach towards the sky, and when people see me, that's what I want them to see from me. So I ask you, what is your color?
My color would have to be yellow. Which is why one of my brand colors is yellow. It's vibrant, it's different. It's like, kind of like when you're born, most girls, like, you got girl, boy, you got pink, blue. My color used to be pink. But as I got older, it's kind of like, I don't want to put myself in that. So yellow is kind of like, it's versatile, it's unisex. It's like, you know, I always say this thing, like, I can sit down with the scholars or I can stand up with the thugs. It's not the best thing, but it's true. It's like being versatile, being able to adjust to any environment. So yellow is just like, it just says that to me. Like, I love yellow because it's vibrant, unique, you know, and unisex.
I like that. So make sure you go follow all of her social media. They will all be listed down below.